too early.
This is early. This is early.
You are a trooper to do this.
Well, you want to make sure, already I see knees knobbing in, and you want your knees to be right on top of your ankles, and really find a place with the blocks where you've got good stability, where you can press down in the blocks and you feel good and stable. And then start to feel your sits bones. We talk about those all the time. So you want to find your neutral spine sitting up here as well. You want to feel your sits bones pressing down. Remember this part of the thoracic that we like to feel pressing into the mat. And then this part of your head, press back into my hands, both of you. Edna, press back right here. Excellent. Finding that neutral spine. You want your sits bones pressing out down there, and you want to be pressing down into the blocks. We're going to work a lot today on loosening up your whole shoulder girdle, which is connected to your entire body, as you will find out. And first thing we're going to do is go back and forth between the way your parents taught you to sit and stand with your shoulder blades pressed back together and your chest open. You remember that? Drawing your shoulder blades back, open your chest. You know what I'm talking about? That posture. They'd always say, hold your shoulders up. Draw your shoulders back. Let me see you both do that. Draw your shoulders back. And then slump like you're not supposed to. And then draw your shoulders back again. And then slump. Draw them back. And start to feel your shoulder blades and how they work. They really work more like bars of soap that slide up and down. And we're trying to find that mobility and not rigidity. I'm just moving you back and forth so you can see some of the motion. And that was the next thing, Sharon. You went right to it. It's just start circling your shoulders around. You can keep your hands on your thighs or you can keep your hands down by your sides. But get some big movement, Miss Edna. Add the top of your back in with the movement. Shoulders come forward, up by your ears, back and down. They make a circle. They come forward. Yep. See, this is a new movement for you. Up, back, down. Up, back, down. And then reverse them the other way. And you want to try to keep your arms still and just initiate from right here so that your shoulders, see all this that we need to work on releasing and getting some movement in there. Keep moving your shoulders, make circles, and then the other way. Okay, and now we're going to play like we are turtles, hands on your thighs. And you're going to draw up into your turtle shell with the shortest neck as you can have. Lift your rib cage up off of your pelvis. You're drawing that shell in. You're kind of rounded. And then you're going to open up and come out of your shell, lowering your shoulders, long neck. And then just look to the right and then look to the left. And come back and do the same thing. Draw that shell back up, round in your back. Your upper thoracic spine should be rounded like a shell. Ribs coming up. And then open back up, lowering your shoulders, relaxing your neck. And then just look left. And then look right. Then you're going to take your right arm and we're going to make circles with it. Try to relax. Try to not lean to one side or the other. Try to keep, sorry about that, Sharon. Try to keep your hips, sits bones, grounded down into the chair as you do this. Try to relax your face. Feel where the tension, you may pick up tension in other parts of your body. You want to try to feel that and then just let it go. And then we are going to reverse, other way. And try to just let your body move naturally with your arm. Nothing rigid, except you do want your sits bones pressing down. You do want to find your neutral spine, and you definitely want to keep breathing. And then slow that down and relax it. And we're going to take the other arm and start making big circles. Keep breathing, and Miss Edna, keep looking up, looking out, so that your head doesn't round forward. Excellent. And then let's go the other way. And I may have sat you two too close together for a few other things. Then slow it down, and hands back on your thighs.
Do we go backwards on this side?
We should have. I think we reversed. Okay. So then arms up, arms down, arms up, arms down. Keep doing that a few more times, and then I'm going to have to move Edna over this way so you can open out to the side. Try not to lean back. Try to sit straight up. And just feel how your shoulder blades are moving. Feel any other place where you may take up the tension as your shoulder blades move. And Edna, you're leaning back, so try to press your chest forward when you lift. Excellent. Now I'm going to get Edna to stand up for a second, because I'm going to move you over sideways. Sorry about that. Once you come here and get your position again. All right. Can you both reach out to the side? Not quite.
I can move more.
That's all right. Sharon's going to move a little bit, and then we'll be good. Draw your shoulders up to your ears, then lower them down. Up to your ears, lower them down. Up, down. Not your arms, just your shoulders. Try to get it into your shoulders. There you go. That's it. Just reach out with your fingers and just let your shoulders do the movement. All right. And then reach out long on the inhale, and on the exhale, hug yourself. Reach out long, and then hug yourself with the other arm on top. Long. Bring it in. Long. Bring it in. And then just lower your arms onto your thighs. What we're going to do now is some body circles. You're just going to slightly bend forward. Let your arms hang by your sides. And you're going to just start making circles with your body. Trying to loosen up everywhere. Keep breathing. And be real limber in your upper body. You want to make full circles. So come back and open. There you go. And then open up. So you want your heart to open at the top. Nice. You want more of this action happening. Opening up. There you go. Perfect. You feel that. And then reverse it. And I'm pressing in here for Sharon, so when she rolls up, she feels her heart pressing forward. Just a few more times. All right. I'm going to hand you a ball, and I know you don't love this ball, Sharon.
I do.
But to really get into your shoulders and get them moving flexibly, you've got to loosen up a lot of stuff. So just start with the ball, rolling around your shoulder, getting into that where it hinges, up on your neck and behind a little bit. And you're not going to just leave it at your shoulder. You're going to come across your chest. all of these muscles, your pec muscles, and even down into your breast tissue, under your arms. Really press the ball in, and you're loosening up. There's all this fascia, which is a layer that covers all of your muscles. And the way we carry ourselves, the fascia can get tight and sort of hold us in. And be sure to go to your other shoulder. And so this is to sort of break it up so we get more movement. And did you get your left shoulder, Edna?
Mm-mm. Yeah, I did. I
Okay.
started on my left shoulder.
And you even want to get up here on your neck. These are your scalenes, and they get really tight. And I think for you, Edna, the front of your neck is something that stays pretty tight because your head tends to round forward. Getting it to the occipital, the place where your skull connects with your head, feels really good. That's where we hold a lot of our tension, that whole area where your spinal column connects to your skull.
So, you know, sometimes when I have to turn the car,
Yes,
I get pain here.
yes.
Get stiff.
Part of that is the degeneration of the cervical spine. The other part of it is loosening up, which is what you're doing right now. When you loosen up, it helps you move more of your body. It's not just your neck that's moving, but it gives you more mobility. The last place we need to loosen up, and you may not want to use the ball, you may just want to use your hands, is your face, up around your forehead, into your skull. So don't even worry about your hair. Just dig your fingers in there and loosen up.
Yeah, I do this. I
It
like
feels
this.
good.
I love it when the hairdresser does
I
it.
do too.
Yeah.
And we're going to go back to the ball in a minute, so I'm glad you've got it in between your legs. And then now, just clasp your hands behind that occipital area. Draw your shoulders up and down. Not with any rigidity. You want to try to find fluidity. And then you're going to gently let your head drop back as your heart lifts forward. And just breathe here for a minute. Breathe into your heart. And then slowly come back to neutral. And you can take a small curl forward. Not a big one, but a small one. And then open up again. Heart lifting up. Softening back here. Softening back here. And Edna, you're leaning back. I want to see you sitting straight up. You're trying to use your torso instead of opening up in your thoracic and your shoulder girdle area. And then forward just a little bit. And then come back up to neutral and just let your arms drop. And now you're going to take the ball in your right hand. And you're going to keep your left hand on your thigh and just hang your hand with the ball. And then just start squeezing and releasing into the ball. And I want you to keep breathing while you do this. And as you squeeze, just start to notice what other parts of your arm, shoulder, body tighten up to help you in this movement. Sometimes we grip like up in our shoulder when we're using our hands. You might grip in another place. If you find those places, start trying to release them and just leave the grip with your hand. So you're not using every part of your body when you grip. You want to try to release a little bit. You want to find these places where the tension is hidden the places that you use to help you function that you might be able to let go